Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, we talk about all things fandom, and we talk about them in a positive way. Normally this is Throwback Thursday, but this being December, we're just going to talk about a movie from back in the day that we think you should watch that's Christmas related. And this is going to be the movie Scrooged with Bill Murray. So let's jump right into it. The movie The Christmas Carol, the property of The Christmas Carol, because it is based on a classic novel, has been touched on numerous times in every television media possible, from cartoons to sitcoms to even drama series have touched upon this as a thing. And then also you have the movies, which every other year it seems like a new Christmas Carol movie comes out. Well, in 1988, they took a different approach, giving us this sort of mockery of what we would normally see in A Christmas Carol, through the eyes of a TV executive played by Bill Murray. Now, Bill Murray's character in it is a modern-day Scrooge, although the joke here is that they are filming a live Christmas Carol show on Christmas Eve. So the movie opens up, of course, with us finding out just how despicable Bill Murray's character really is. From the very opening of this movie, you kind of determine exactly what type of movie you're in for. It has a lot of inside jokes and a lot of nice punchlines and comedy timing. The movie opens up, in fact, with a trailer. The trailer for The Night the Reindeer Died, where Lee Majors, of all people, the Bionic Man, has to rescue Santa and Mrs. Claus from terrorists who have taken over the North Pole. Now, that as a premise would have been actually something you would have gotten at the time in 1988. That was kind of this action-packed terrorist takeover something type of time in Hollywood. And you know, we had Bruce Willis in Die Hard and several other movies copying this type of storyline. So to have them mock this right in the very beginning at the time was really funny. It then jumps into telling us exactly what we need to know, that they're doing a live action show on Christmas Eve of A Christmas Carol. And the stars that they're getting to be in this are so mismatched and so out there that it becomes part of the joke as the movie goes on. Now, Bill Murray's character is an atrocious guy. His name in the movie is Frank Cross, and he is the youngest executive at this television studio. And he got that way by being pretty ruthless. Really, you find out really quick just how far he's willing to go. But as is the premise of any Christmas Carol movie, he's visited by his mentor, who tells him that mankind should have been his business, and then proceeds to tell him, in a relatively funny scene, that he is going to be visited by 3 ghosts. Of course, typical of any Scrooge, Frank Cross doesn't buy into this. But he's like, can I take them another day? I'm a little bit busy today. And of course the answer is no, he can't. And what proceeds to happen is he goes to lunch. He's doing everything he's supposed to do, but throughout the day, he is in fact visited by the 3 ghosts. The Ghost of Christmas Past is played by David Johansen, who actually does just this really brilliant gag of being this taxi driver ghost. And the jokes in this movie hit more often than not, with his jokes going anywhere from seeing Attila the Hun cry to Bill Murray's character having no idea what he's doing where he is or where he should be going. And everything in this movie with the ghost seems to hit, even overshadowing the star Bill Murray. And the second ghost happens to be my favorite. The second ghost is played by Carol Kane. And Carol Kane is most noticeable for the movie When a Stranger Calls to horror fans. And if you are a comedy fan or a sitcom fan, you know her as the girlfriend and then later on, I believe, even wife of Laka in Taxi. She starts off wearing this really pretty little dress with a crown, with a little tiara on her head. And she is one of the most vicious of all the ghosts as the ghost of Christmas Present. She hits him with everything she can hit him with, literally. And when you see the scenes with her and him together, it's notable to know that his brother in the movie is played by his real life brother. And it's just one of those times where it hits the mark in every way. She is my absolute favorite ghost in this movie. I do feel that the Ghost of Christmas Future is the scariest. Although, even him, he sort of has a little bit of a comical vibe to him, just in the way that Bill Murray handles the character. When Bill Murray's character of Frank Cross sees the Ghost of Christmas Future, that right there is comedy gold. That right there is something that I've seen mocked in other movies. The whole, oh, you're the ghost? Haha, yeah, I've seen that type of thing mocked in other movies. And in this one, though, it works a lot better than in some of those that I've seen it mock. Now, the side plot involves a person that he has fired, and the person has kind of had a bad day, and we get to see Bobcat Goldthwait plays this character, and we get to see him slowly get drunk as the movie goes on. Of course, his secretary is the mom to the Tiny Tim of the movie. The whole while, the backdrop of this live action Christmas Carol being in production, with him trying to satisfy his boss and make this a really good movie, make this a really good show for their station. And even going so far at one point to be told by his boss that cats and dogs will be watching TV. And could the Christmas Carol have mice? Which actually makes for one of the most funny but mean scenes in the movie. Now, if you've seen this movie, I want to know what you guys think. And if you haven't, it's definitely one that I recommend checking out. Out of all the spoofs and made-for-TV movies that sort of improvise other characters being Scrooge, this movie does it the best. There's even a Susan Lucci one. Erica Kane from All My Children played in one called Abby. I reviewed that in a video last year along with a couple other Christmas movies that you should check out. But even above that one actually borrows some of the elements from this movie, in fact, with her making little jokes about the ghosts themselves. So definitely check this movie out and let me know what you think in the comments. If you've seen this movie, I want to hear from you. If you haven't seen it, check it out and let me know what you think. So you know the routine. Go ahead and let us know what you think in the comments below. Share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. And then don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. We love it. YouTube loves it. It's a win-win situation. And then while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Miko says we need more subscribers. And you don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And friends, you know it, I know it, Miko knows it. At the end of the day, what is it? Fandom is family.